welcome back to Budgeting Abroad. I am Chrissy and this is my cash stuffing channel that I set up to keep myself accountable in an effort to pay off some debt and find more financial freedom. I'm here to cash stuff for week 2 of January. It's hard to believe it's week 2 already. And I also have Happy Mail, which I was going to show you at the end, but as you'll see in just a moment, I actually need this Happy Mail to do my cash stuffing. So let me show you my Happy Mail and then we'll get crack on with cash stuffing. I've got lots and I've actually got, look at all this, you guys. I need to actually turn it over though, I think. Hang on, just realized. Let's do it like this. There we go. Right, so yes, there's lots here and I actually have 2 more coming. I have an order from Wednesday Plans, which I just saw shipped, and something from Studio Budget. Basically, I had some Christmas money plus my personal money for January available to me if I wanted to use it, and I've been watching lots of videos, Carrie's video, and oh, I don't know. So I watched so many people opening up advent calendars and I had really gotten involved in cash stuffing a bit too late in the year to really be able to get one. Some of them were already sold by the time I started and some I just couldn't afford it. So anyway, so it was great to watch them and see what came in them. I didn't actually realize and was excited to find out that lots of the items, not everything, but lots of the items would be on offer on Boxing Day, and there were some discounts as well. So it was really exciting to take advantage of that, and it meant that I could order from lots of different shops. Not all, but most of them are shops I've not ordered from before, which felt really great to be able to support lots of different shops. So I'm so excited, and one of these I've just received today, although look, it's coming open, but I have not actually opened it yet. Everything else I have had a peek at. Yeah, so I'm so excited. I'm actually slightly thinking I'm definitely going to save money for advent calendar-ish stuff next year, but there's so many different ones that I liked that I'm tempted, actually, rather than just buying one advent calendar from one shop, maybe doing something similar. I know you miss out on some things, and it was a bit sad, but I don't know, this felt like I could definitely get things that I know will work in my budget, and I can support more than one shop because I couldn't afford more than one advent calendar for sure. So anyway, we'll see what happens. That's next year. So this first thing is actually from the lovely Grounded Budgets. I won one of her giveaways during Advent. And so this came, I think it might have been waiting for me when I got back from America, or maybe it just came. Anyway, there were 2 chocolate coins in there, which I have very studiously not eaten just so that I could share that with you. And then I won 2 of her challenges, which are so adorable. So I've got Reach for the Stars. I'm hoping you can see this. Yes, you can. So Reach for the Stars, and you assign an amount for each T-Rex and each star. So that's perfect, and it's nice because it works for any budget. And then Juggernaut, which this is cute. So you roll a 6-sided dice, and then you color in the number of moons that you've rolled. And if you land on a 6, which is the star flash, it means you have to do them all. Then you put aside an extra 10. And I'm actually, I think, I've looked at it and thought about it, I'm actually going to save, 5 or 10 for each astronaut as well. So anyway, I thought that was a really cute little game. It's not seen one like that before. I love to color, so those are perfect. So thank you very much to Grounded Budgets. That was an amazing prize to have won. And she did giveaways and collaborated with lots of different creators. Yeah, all throughout Christmas, and yeah, I was so excited. I just never won anything like that, so I couldn't believe I'd actually won one. So that is what I got as my freebie. And then I have, this one is from the lovely ladies at Endless Budgets and Designs, which this is not my first order from them, but I couldn't resist. So I got this cute little snowman, gingerbread man, who I think is covered in snow, or is it icing that's all? It looks like he's got something dribbling from his mouth, so that maybe it's icing. I don't know. Anyway, or is he like, is he on like The Walking Dead and he's, I don't know. Anyway, I thought that was funny. It gave me a laugh. Here's a little thank you card, which is lovely. And then I just ordered this monthly, I also got a freebie, a little Christmas mini saver, which is perfect because I've been collecting some Christmas challenges because I'm going to have them all year round in my challenge binder. And then I did go for this monthly savings. I think this was discounted. I don't know if it's being discontinued or what, but anyway, it's perfect for me because in my setup this year, one of the things I'm trying to do is my 2026 annual savings, which you'll see what I'm going to do with that in a moment when I do my cash stuffing. But I wanted to have some challenges that would feed that throughout the year. So these are huge. So there's a bonus one here that just says monthly savings. There's some instructions on how to do it. And then there's basically, you color in the letter and save that amount for each month, which is great. And then at the back, it has this little, you can keep a tally, as well as if you did the bonus. So you can either save it as it is, 10, 1, 14, 1, 21, 18, and 25. But for me, those are really high numbers for just what my budget is. So the other option that they suggest, I mean, obviously you can do it however you want. You could just make them all worth 2 if you wanted to, or make them all worth 5. Like, you can do however you want. Or they suggest if you wanted to, you could add the numbers together. So what I've decided is I will save anything up to 10. I'll do it as it is. And if it's over 10, like 14, 21, 18, or 25, I'll add the 2 numbers together. So 14 would be 5, 21 would be 3, and so on. So yeah, I've never tried an annual saver. I think it'll work, but we'll just see how we go, because this is new territory for me. So anyway, and I got the little envelope, what's that called, like the thing that goes in the envelope. I can't think of the name of it. Anyway, that was amazing. I love the colors. I think they're so pretty. Obviously good quality. It comes on a ring, so you can keep it on a ring if you want to. I don't know if I'll keep it on the ring or if I don't know what I'll do. Anyway, we'll cross that bridge when it comes, because I've already got a January challenge in there. Then the next one, let's see. I can't even remember who they're all from until I look at them. Oh, okay. So this is from Dingley. So this is my very first order from Dingley Designs, which was amazing. And it's just a little thank you and all her socials. I do follow her on YouTube and love the videos. Yes, that's amazing. And what I loved is on this side, it's a little, her thank you card is a little mini saver, a toast to you. So I need to laminate this because that's lovely. And £30, that's a perfect amount. Great for any kind of budget because the highest ones are 5s. So I thought that was really sweet. And then there's a little sticker as well. Put this over here. And then I got 2. So I did get from the Advent box. Are they both from the Advent box? I can't remember if they're both. This one is definitely Snail Pace Race. I thought this was so cute and again quite unique. So it's a bit of a race. Like, there's lots of challenges out there that are races, and you just assign an amount, you roll the dice, you save that amount and color in, and whichever color wins. But it's got this added betting slip, and you place your bet. So you put a bet on every single color, and then whichever one wins, you do, and that's your sort of bonus savings. So I just thought that was fun, really cute. I loved that. And then I also got the seasonal saver. Now, I love this. I'm not sure if my budget is going to manage it for this year. So either, I've got 3 options. Either I'll really be side hustling and my budget will be able to do it, and I'll bring it in as part of my annual savings, like it'll go along with the monthly as my annual. Or it could be that I use it for like, not Christmas, for like a trip or something where I want to save a chunk, or I will save it for next year. Anyway, I got the insert for the envelope, which is cute. And then basically there's 4 seasonal saving challenges. And so this is where you can track, and it tells you, I don't know if you can see, there's like in light gray, it tells you how much each one saves for a total of £600. And so it's a little book. I love that they're hole punch, so it easily can fit in. You could do it as like your separate binder, or yeah, I guess you can do however you want. Anyway, so you just follow it along and you save. They're all quite manageable amounts, which is perfect for my budget. So there's the spring in your step. There's a summer, which is all the 5s. That's the one that I think would take a little bit longer to get through for me. There's pumpkin picking, which is only the 2nd time I've had a scratcher, so I'm excited for that. And then it's a little chilly, which this one is cute. So it goes along and some of them say scratch and save. And so then you scratch the little chilly that has that scarf on, which is cute. And the scratch and save, it says denominations are 10 and under. Again, that's really good because a lot of times I steer clear of the scratchers because I'm unsure if my budget would handle it. So anyway, I thought this was so cute. I love it. Everything is so well made. So a huge thank you to Dingley for that one. Nearly there. And then this one, I can't remember who this one is. Oh, this is from Soph's Budgeting Life. Again, first time I've ordered from her. So there's a little, I don't know, is it 10-sided or something, dice in here, which I don't think I have one like this. So I try not to get the dice unless I don't have one, because I don't need 10,000 of them. So Make Life Colorful. And to be honest with you, I think this came in the advent. I don't know. I couldn't get everything I wanted, obviously, from all these shops. So when I went to their website, I was looking through for advent things that I'd seen and wanted. And I can't remember if I saw this in the advent or if I just stumbled across it on her website. But either way, I was so excited to see this little booklet. So it's basically, I'm just obsessed with the coloring challenges. So you just choose a page, and I guess you could roll to choose a page, or you could just work your way through, and then you roll the 10-sided dice, and whatever color it lands on, you save the amount shown for it in color in one segment of the picture on that page using the color you rolled. And so it's got a variety. So there's the little sandcastles, and those are predetermined, all 1s and 2s. So again, great for small budgets. There's the sunflower. These are all 1s, except for one sneaky 20. So watch out if you roll that one. There's 2 pinks and a red. That's going to be, is it really? Well, those are the pinks. Oh no, it's easy to tell. I'm like, I don't want to get stuck on that red if I don't have to. So that's very cute. And then there's Wild and Free. And these are decided all 5s and 10s, which is still manageable. Although I was looking at this and thinking, actually, some of these, like this feels like it's all one thing. It's all connected. So it's not like it's going to take a million rolls in order to finish, which is kind of good. This one, you choose your own denomination, so you can make that high or low or whatever works for you, and then you color in the balloon. You are phenomenal. That's cute. I like that lots of these are quite simple, as in it's a lot of the photos, you could do them without, you don't need 100 rolls for every photo. Otherwise you'd be here forever. These are 1 through 5 twice. That's a repeated one. Then you've got There's So Much Room to Grow. Little happy mushroom there. And this is just 1 through 10. And then Follow Your Dreams, They Know the Way, a little crayon to color in, again 1 through 10 decided, and then Take It Teasy, and this one you choose your own again. So really cute photos. Oh, that's not even, there's one more. I Believe I Can Fly, a little duck, 5s and 10s, that's the last one, and then it comes with an envelope and the back cover. So you get loads and loads of photos for just one book, like, and there's her website, Soph's Budgeting Life. I just think that's so amazing and such good quality. It's the first time I've ordered from her. So again, I don't know what I'll use this one for, if I'll use the whole booklet as a booklet towards debt or something, or if I'll like pull them out and do them individually. I don't really know exactly yet. But it will definitely get used because I love the coloring challenges. And then the last one, which I had been waiting to film because this was coming today. you might be able to tell from the shape of it what it is and why I didn't want to. I needed it for today, and it came literally in the nick of time. I thought for sure I wasn't going to get it, but she shipped it so quick. Yeah, it just came so quick that I didn't even have to, let's see. I thought for sure it wouldn't come in time. So this is Lily Rain Designs, which, oh, bless her. I kept messaging her on Boxing Day because I was trying to order, and I don't know why. It kept showing that it was sold out on her website. And I was like, oh, I can't get it anyway. And she kept trying to respond and help me. And she's like, it's showing that it's there. Anyway, I had to use a different browser, I think, at the end. I don't know. Oh, no, that's not it. I was clicking it from inside Instagram, and it was, the website was like showing that everything was sold out. And then when I went to her website just normally, it was all fine. So I don't know. Anyway, I bugged her over and over again, bless her. But anyway, this is just a little thank you. I'm going to cover up the code because that's for me, not for you. So thank you very much for this. I'm so excited, and you can see it. I couldn't hide it if I wanted to, but I did get one extra. So I got the 52-week Mega Saver. I had a little bit of FOMO. And then I did get money for Christmas and thought I just have to. Look at the little gingerbreads. Oh, it's cute. So I have gone and done this, and this is going to be part of my annual tin. So I'm going to fill my annual tin in 2 different ways. One from leftovers and one from challenges in my challenge binder. So I've got the little inserts, and then I'm doing my, oh, it looks so cool. I'm so excited. I've seen quite a few people working on this. I think Dolly V Budgets, maybe. I think, is Carrie doing this one? Maybe. I don't know. I've seen like 4 or 5 different people are doing it, and I love the games. Yeah, it just looks so fun, and it's a little bit of everything, and it's only 1 per week. So yes, this is amazing, and it came exactly in the nick of time for me to be able to do it from week 1. So that's, and then I love so many of the minis. I have quite a few minis. Well, I have like a pack of minis that I got when I first started. So I haven't ordered loads, but there was one mini, and actually several shops have ones that I like, but I only got one. And that is, I got this little capybara mini. I forget what it was called on her website, like Happy Love or something like that. Can you just see? And the denominations are small, and they're already on there. Now I got this, I mean, it is very cute, but actually I got it because my dog's name is Captain, and we call him Cappy, or Happy Cappy. So I know that it is a capybara, which is a different animal, but to me, whenever I see these cappy ones, it makes me think of my dog. And I often in my challenge binder will have a little challenge in there, saving something for the dog. So I thought that would be perfect when I want to do a little challenge for my Cappy. I'll use my Cappy Love. So that is, and I can't believe it, that's not even everything that I've received, but these shipped so super fast from all the different creators, and they have exceeded my expectations, you guys. I'm just going to try to lay these out. Yeah, I mean, I knew I would like them. I knew they were going to be great. I've seen so many people, like I've been following so many YouTube channels, so I already kind of knew I was going to be excited, but it just exceeded my expectations. So yes, thank you very much to all the lovely creators who've sent me these things and sent me freebies and a little bits extra. I don't know if you can see everything. I don't want to cover it all up, but anyway, there we go. Take a little photo maybe of that. Hang on. Well, I think I did it. I don't know if I took a photo or not. Anyway, how cool. So exciting. So I really am set. I really am set. I know I've got 2 more things coming. The only thing that I could still use is I could use a few placeholders, but I'm getting by on what I have, and I decided to purchase these things rather than placeholders because it's more exciting. Right, so let me put this away, and then let's crack on with some cash stuffing because I have to go grocery shopping, and I've basically been waiting for this to come so that I could do my cash stuffing and all of that. I have not done, I've been thinking about, I haven't done a, like a binder walkthrough or anything like that. I don't know if that's of any interest to you guys. Like my binders aren't super decorated or anything, and I haven't changed loads about them. I've added a couple things that I'm doing, but not masses. Anyway, I don't know if it's interesting, if you guys would want to see sort of what I'm doing with my binders this year. If it is interesting to you and you'd like me to do a video, I'm happy to do a binder walkthrough. The other thing I was thinking about was whether I do a, I don't know, put this, I can't put it in the, I'm just gonna put it to the side for a second, is whether I do like a budget with me video, because I've never done one really. I don't know if that's of interest to anyone. I know some channels do them. I just got, so I watch, who's the YouTuber? The Midlife Budget, I think. And she uses a paper budget planner that I like, and she does budget with me. Anyway, she happened to mention where her new planner was from, and I went and looked them up just out of curiosity, really. I wasn't necessarily planning to get one because I just normally just use a notebook and just scratch out, you know, whatever. Anyway, well, the website was having like 50-60% off, I guess, after Christmas, and they had a digital version. And when I, like my reading planner, my reading journal that I use in GoodNotes, because one, it's better value for money because you can just reuse it every year, if it's undated, you know, and it just, anyway, so I ended up making a purchase. So I've set, that's what I'm going to be using. I don't know if you can even, I think you can see it. Anyway, and it just has my cash breakdown. That's what I'm going to use to help me to cash stuff today. But it's got all sorts of, like your budget overview. It's got all sorts of worksheets. It's got a calendar, which I use some digital stickers to decorate. I'm not amazing, but whatever. It's got a bill tracker, so you can track when things are coming out for the month. You can make your budget categories. You can track like your yearly spending. This is sort of at the end of the month, you fill it in. There's all sorts of, you can keep track of your subscriptions. Anyway, there's millions, but there's loads and loads and loads of different worksheets and things. And I have found it incredibly useful. I also did it has one to calculate your net worth. Yeah, I have a negative net worth. Let's not talk about that. I'm not surprised, but I have so much student loan debt that when you compare it to my assets, I'm in the negative. So my goal is to get out of the negative one of these days. Anyway, let's unstuff my wallet and let's crack on with the cash stuffing. I don't know how long this video is. I'm hoping it's not horribly long. Oh, look at that. So I went ahead and got my 2026 diary. My previous one did go until March, but only like, so I can show you this. This is my Hobonichi. It's a bit pricey for what it is, but it is literally my whole life. And I've been using this same diary for like 5 years. This one is a bit fancier. Normally I get a super plain bare bones one, but they were all sold out because of course I waited until December 30th because I've been doing a savings challenge and I hadn't finished it yet. And the months, so it has like a monthly, it has like a monthly view for your, you know, for your diary. And it goes through until March 2026, the last year's one. So I thought it was good. But then it also has these weekly pages. So let me show you a weekly page. That doesn't give away my life. There you go. So it has these weekly pages, and the weekly pages stopped at the end of December, and I was like, oh no, I can't do that. So I love this diary. It has like the monthly views. I'm just covering up anything personal because I don't know what's on here. I mean, it's mostly just holidays, but anyway, it's got the monthly views where I can at a glance sort of see my whole month. I can pencil in things. There's space for notes. Then you have the weekly views, one for each week of the year. It starts in December, so you know, sensible people get their diary before December 30th. And yeah, what I love about this is so I can put my appointments for the week. And when I have a meeting or when I have something, I have to meet with someone. If I have things that I want to remember to tell them, or I want to take notes from the meeting, or I need to note down an address, that's what this page is for. And then it's very easy for me. It's all work related, but it's very easy for me then to go back and say, well, when did I meet with that person? Find the date, and I can find the notes I took. And if there's action items after the meeting, that sort of thing. Anyway, it's so helpful. And then at the back, so I have this little thing in because it has the week that I'm in, and then it has a note section. So at the back of it, there's this little note section, which doesn't look like anything. So I use it as, and all these pages, and you can get a mega version that has even more. What's cool is they're numbered. So I don't use this way, but you could. So they have a section here. It's paper flipped. Hold on the notes pages where you could put like whatever the topic is and put the page number, and then your notes is indexed then, which is really useful. I don't use it that way. But this is just for bigger notes or brain dumps or just whatever. I mean, people use it for all sorts of things. For me, it's just work. And this does tend to get usually about 50% filled up in the year. So yeah, and there's all kinds of extra little things. I don't really use lots of the extras. I mean, there's like measurements, there's a ruler. Is this interesting? I don't even know. Favorites. Some people use it to journal their favorite films or books or things. I don't use any of that. You can have a list of 100 books you've read, places you want to go, movies you've seen, snacks you've tried, shops you want to visit, like, I don't know, anything you want really. To-do items, things to clean around the house. Memories, that's a new one. I've not seen that one before. That's cute. That might be cute to fill in. They've got things, 12 switches to help you focus. They always have some little bits and things in the back. 365 days check off. So if you wanted to track something for a whole year, then you could track it there. They do have an address section. I never really get it because it literally has like space for 5 or 6 addresses. So like, I guess it's ones that you don't have that you acquire in the year, or maybe ones you use all the time. I don't know, but anyway, I don't use it. Yeah, and there's a couple little things at the front. There's the, they've got the 2026 at a glance, 2025 and 2027, which is useful. Space for important dates and holidays. And I've tried at times to use this and just haven't. It's a whole year at a glance, but it's really small. But it does let you see like what, like it has here, what like TH, so you know that January 1st is a Thursday, you know where the weekends fall. Anyway, I guess you could use that budgeting wise. You could track when paydays are, where your 5 weeks are. Anyway, I've never used it, but I could see that it could have some real value. But anyway, this one is a bit more expensive because it's cloth covered and it's obviously really beautiful, but it just sits in here. It goes everywhere with me. This little gray thing is my life. So yeah, sorry, I hope this video, I'm just rambling on a bit, sorry, too excited about all my things. I'll put that back in later. Right, so let's unstuff, let's crack on. Chatty. Right, so we have, where do I put that? Over there. Not much. We didn't stuff any personal. We won't have any personal money for the whole of this month because it is spent on budgeting trackers. Petrol was already spent at the beginning of this week. I had to go pick up the dog. So I just have what's left here is food shop money. So I've got £10 left in notes and I've got lots of coins. I didn't finish any books this week. I thought I might do, but I've just been too distracted setting up reading journal and budgeting journals. And anyway, so I've got £2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is that right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, £7. Plus, but oh, that's loud. Sorry. 2 20s, a 10, a 5, some 2s. So what is that? 40, 55, 56. No. 55, 60, 65, How much? 70p, 74p, I think. Anyway. I don't know how to count, apparently. Can't pick anything up but these nails. You'd think longer nails would make it easier, but it really doesn't. So, lots of people have some people have like a leftover binder. I don't have a leftover binder. What I have is my personal binder. Last year, it really was just my leftover binder. I only filled personal things for me with whatever I had left over. So I don't play challenges with my grocery money or any of that. It's there for me to use for food shop, fuel, whatever I need it. But at the end, my incentive to be frugal when I go grocery shopping or different things is that it goes into my personal binder. So I treat my personal binder like a leftovers binder, basically. But also this year, because I've now, it's the fresh year and everything, so I'm not having to put all my money into Christmas. I have budgeted to put a little bit into this, but it will still mostly be funded. Now, I don't have loads of leftovers this time, but that's normally where it goes. However, I am also going to have a yearly something for the annual. So I've got one challenge in the front of my challenge binder. So I made a decision. So I used to have whatever the weather in this front envelope, and that I used my leftover money to fill that up, and then once a month I would reallocate it. But I made the decision. I did that for 4 months, and I might come back to it. Like, I'm not getting rid of it. I really liked it, but I decided just where my budget is, I'm going to put in an annual savings challenge that's going to go towards my annual savings. So I've got this one, plus I've got the 52-week mega saver from Lily Rain Designs, and this one. So this is Save 2026, Save 2620s in 2026. That's cash but cute. I'm not going to be saving 20s. They'll be £5 each because that's what I can afford. So these I'm going to do with my leftovers, and it's going to go into the annual. And then I have monthly ones in my in my savings challenges that I'll do with my savings challenge with my games money. So that's my plan. I think that makes sense, hopefully. And then we'll reallocate the money. I think I'm going to do these first and then reallocate the money after that. So I need, I just realized I don't think I needed this because it's going to go right into my tin. I was thinking I would put it in an envelope, but I don't. I'll put it in here just to remind me, I guess. I'll just put it in there to remind me so I don't forget to do it when I'm doing my leftovers. But yeah, let's do this one first because I have no idea what's going to happen with it. And yeah, let's just crack on and see how we go. So heads or tails, choose your own amounts and flip a coin. So where is my black one? There's black. And let's see. Okay, so let's do 2 and 4. I'm not going to make the amounts too crazy because I want to be able to complete it. And let's do this big chonker. I hope I can catch it because it's going to be so loud. Watch your ears. Oh, I called it. Heads. So heads is 2. So I think I'll just go ahead and put that in. Watch your ears. That's my first official £2 going in. That's exciting. And then I've seen a couple people tracking by coloring it in, and I thought that was a good idea. So I'm just going to color in the little week one here so I know that I have completed it, and then I'll be able to sort of visualize how far I am. And that way, if you miss a week or if I have extra money and I need to do 2 weeks or something, then I can. Amazing. Oh, I'm enjoying this so much. Okay, so this needs a home, but we'll figure that out after. And then my other one is Save 2026. So I'm doing 5, and is that blue? Let's do this one. So I'm going to do £5. I'm wondering if I do the coins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or do I put that into my... No, I'm going to do a note, but the problem is I don't have... So I'm not going to put the money for this. I'm not putting directly into the tin because I don't want to put 5s in the tin. So I will just fill it up and then I'll cash condense and then put it in because, yeah, I want to put as small amount as possible. So let me see if I can find some 5s. I think I might have in here. Yes, so there's 2 5s. There we go. So this month I will have less left over than I would normally have because obviously I spent, and particularly this week, but hopefully in future weeks it won't, all my money isn't going to go to those 2 challenges, but if it does, that's fine. Right, that took slightly longer than I thought, but anyway, I fast forwarded you, don't worry. Okay, so that's £5 then going in to my annual. So that's, I won't really be able to keep count, but I'll know each week obviously what I put in, and then we'll see. So hopefully I'll be able to do this the whole year, and then the end of the year in 2026 I'll be able to open it back up again. So let's now deal with the change, which is in my personal binder. So I don't have any 50p's and I didn't finish any books. So I think that means all my change is going to go, or all the change that's left is going to go into my penny saving challenge. So what have I got? I've got 5, 20, 35 plus 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 14. So I have 549, so minus 3.62, and that leaves 187. This is going to take ages, but I've never managed to complete one. Anytime I've tried, I always give up. So I'm determined I'm going to do it this time. And where is... I've tucked things away. Now I have to remember where I put them. My bags. There they are. No, it doesn't go in this bag. Sorry, I'm confusing myself. They go in my little tins, of course. Oh, I've got an individual. Okay, so now I've got just £5 left this time, and I think I'm going to put that into, I think I'll put it into my nails because I'm going to get them done next week, and I have plenty, but I want to stay ahead. So I need to find, is it this one or this one? I think it might be this one. Little sweetie pie one. No, that's not dark enough. There we go. So this one now has 20, 30, 45, 50 pounds saved in my nails. So I'm going next week. Santa's got to go. And then, so some of that will come out, but I'm well on my way to having February saved, which is good. Then I'm not stressing over it. Well, not really ever stressing over it, am I? Right, okay, so let's now cash stuff for the week ahead. I'm so sorry if this video is like just so long. And so I'm just using my little cheat sheet here to know where everything is going to go. So let's pull out money for week 2. I can't believe I'm on week 2 of January, but here we are. And I should have 225 pounds. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 200, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Perfect. I hope you guys are having a good week. I hope everyone had a good New Year's. Did you do anything fun or exciting? I stayed home and read a book and set up my budget journal for 2026. So that's how exciting I am. Let's do these first. So I'm going to put £5 into my week 5 envelope, which means then that week 5 has, oops, 20, 35, 40, and I'm actually going to swap these out because I think I'm going to need more 5s. So £40 now saved up for week 5. For week 5, all I save for is groceries for the food shop. I don't need, I can get by without all the rest. And then I need 65, so 20, 40, 65 for food shopping. Oh, can't get it open. There it is. And then fuel, petrol gets 20. And nothing impersonal, because I've meant it already. So that is my wallet restuffed. I'm ready then to go grocery shopping, which is useful. Right, so let's start with the long-term binder. So this is car insurance. This is all in like, I guess that's the order. So car insurance, it says, is getting 15. I feel like this is all new, so I'm like slightly like, can I trust it? Is this right? So 10 and 15. I might swap those out for a 10. So now there's £30. Well, there's £530 saved up in car insurance. Then car maintenance has been digitally stuffed because earlier when I took money out last week, I didn't have enough so I've digitally stuffed a couple categories. So anyway, there's nothing to color off, but it did get £20. So this category, car maintenance, has, what does it have? 300. I think it's got 380, which is from the whole month of maintenance. So anyway, credit card was also digitally stuffed. So this is an extra payment on my credit card. It's getting £5. So let's color in another one of these. And then we have Christmas is getting 15. So there's 15 already in here, and so 10, 15, but I am going to swap those for another 10. So I've got 30 in here now. Each of these is worth 10. I can, I've just dropped my marker on the floor. So there's £30 in Christmas. Each one is worth 10, so I can mark off 2 more. I like these little shiny gold ones, metallic. Right, so that's £30 saved towards Christmas. That is a Budget with Ira one from the Snow Day binder. Christmas gifts is getting 5, so that's 10. I'll just leave that one, I think. My biscuit subscription is getting another 5. So this was a freebie from Rosebud's Budgets. It's not laminated. I've had it for ages. It's not the right colors either. I always feel like I need to say it so nobody thinks that the feel like I'm making her challenge look not beautiful, but it is beautiful. My printer didn't have ink and I didn't know until after I'd already printed, so hey ho, I'm not going to waste it. So I have £10 now saved for that subscription. And then we're on to eating out, so I guess nothing else in this one. No, I guess nothing else. I'm not used to doing it weekly, so some things don't get stuffed every week, you know. So eating out is getting £10. So there's £20 now in eating out. School is getting £5. So there's £10 now in school. I might swap that actually. Dog grooming is getting £5. Again, let's swap it. Oh, that's the wrong one. I need to move my basket to a place where I can't tell the difference. Wrong again. Nope, wrong. Oh, that's gonna bother me. I will just change it later because it's gonna bother me. Oh man. Oh, here it is. Actually, I'm gonna leave it out because I will change that. It's gonna annoy me. Right, fine. Pet care gets £5. Sorry, I think I bumped you. Put 10 in. And that's it for this binder. Yes. And my personal binder. So nails is gonna get another £5. Which that means that'll have 55 now. So there's just 10 left on that one. And then beauty gets 10. That is for my skincare. And the debt binder is going to get 5. Well, let me do this. Wish these things stayed open a bit more. Right. On the second row, 5s. Very exciting. Going into there, and then the challenge binder will get 50. So this should be 10, 25, 35, 45, 50. Perfect. So let's put this in the front of our challenge binder and come back to that on Monday. That's it. That's everything stuffed. We took the long way around, but we got there in the end. So thank you very much for joining in. I hope that you enjoyed the video. If you're not subscribed, I would love it if you thought about subscribing to my channel. Every time someone subscribes or leaves me a comment, gives me a thumbs up, it is just encouraging to keep going. Yeah, it's exciting now, but I know that will come in the next, couple of months when you're doing the same thing week after week after week. It's hard to keep yourself sticking to your budget, sticking to your goals. So just having that bit of encouragement goes a long way. So thank you very much for joining in and hanging out with me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.